Every man is born with a man card. It is his to lose. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honorable and august guests. The man card is this elusive thing that defines a man spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And every man keeps his man card in a place that is near and dear to his heart. Of course, deep in his front pocket. The problem with the man card is that there are no instructions. It's a blank slate. I remember once asking a woman if she was pregnant. Who knew you shouldn't ask a woman if she is pregnant? I lost my man card. Now, as you get older and you learn that you should write things down because as a man, I'm prone to forget things, I have 3 principles here that I've written on my man card that I want to share with you tonight. The first is hygiene and the importance of perseverance and, of course, honesty. Now, I know what you're thinking. Right now, every one of you, you're saying, what does this guy in a pink shirt and a pink tie know about being a man? Well, it's okay because I also own the Metro Man card. Now, Metro Men are concerned about hygiene. And hygiene is very important. We clip our nails as Metro Men. We shave our facial hair. We keep our the hair off of our ears. And we bathe. Now, I remember once, and some guys can sport a mustache. I see a couple handsome men in the audience here can sport it, but when I put on a mustache, I look like Saddam Hussein. I lost my Metro Man card whenever I try to wear a mustache. Now, ladies, you might be thinking that the best place to find a man is in the laundromat. But you won't find a Metro Man in the laundromat. You want to find a Metro Man at the dry cleaners. On one hand, you know he probably has a job. And on the other hand, he bathes. Which brings me to my second point of perseverance and how I met my wife. Now, my wife is a beautiful and gorgeous woman. So you can imagine that I had to chase her and chase her and chase her until she caught me. Or as Oscar Wilde likes to say, in the beginning, a woman resists a man's advances. Oh, stop. But in the end, she blocks his retreat. Where are you going? Where are you going? So, she caught me. And then she dumped me. I wasn't going to have any of that because my second principle is perseverance. And I persevere in all honorable goals. Now, at this time, it was in Chicago on a hot, sticky night. I was a pizza chef. Now, what woman doesn't want to date a pizza chef? I get home at 2 o'clock every morning, and I pass her apartment complex. It's an 8-plex, old brick building, no air conditioning. All the windows are up. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, I would get on my knee in front of the apartment, and I would yell, "Ivona! Ivona! Where art thou, Ivona?" All right, it wasn't exactly that dramatic, but I yelled her name every night for 2 weeks. And I yelled her name until the sound of the sirens were louder than my voice. She finally agreed to start dating me again. And 2 years later, we got married. And we have now been married. We're celebrating this year our 25th anniversary. It's okay to applaud right now. So, men, if you persevere in your relationships, you get to keep your man card. But if you quit your relationships, if you quit your jobs, if you quit your education, you become a serial quitter. And serial quitters get the quitter card. But not this man. I persevere in all honorable goals. Which brings me to my third point of honesty. Now, once you have a woman in your life, as I do, you're going to be presented with what we call the Kobayashi Maru. All right? Now, the Kobayashi Maru is a no-win scenario from the fictional universe of Star Trek. Now, I see some of the men there nodding their head in agreement, and they understand this. If you know what the Kobayashi Maru is, then you also own the nerd card. Now, the Kobayashi Maru is a no-win scenario, and it's going to happen like this. You know this, ladies, to be true. You have in your closets right now a pair of jeans you've had since high school. And you have this vision that you're going to fit into those jeans again one day, and you're going to be squeezing those jeans on, you're going to go, and you're going to pull it closed like a suitcase stuffed going on vacation. And you're going to ask your man, do I look fat in this? Now, gentlemen, you cannot answer that question and get away with your man card. But what you don't want to say is, honey, if you just get a boob job and some liposuction, you'd be one hot babe. You lose your man card for that. No, here's what you say. You say, honey, you look good in anything and nothing at all. Guys, remember that, all right? But she still wants to know how good she looks in these jeans. Well, you follow up with this. Honey, but you know what? You would even look better in that outfit you bought last week. Now, you're a man. You have no clue what she bought last week, but she's a woman, and you know she bought something last week, and it fits. So, men.
Oh, crap.
So, men, to keep your man card, remember, be hygienic, lest you lose your man card. Don't wear a mustache and look like Saddam Hussein like me. Persevere in all honorable goals, but make sure you know the difference between perseverance and stalking, unlike me. And finally, be honest, but be honest with compassion. Don't ask a young lady if she is pregnant. And you can keep your man card, Mr. Toastmaster.